Second half match, Manchester City vs Arsenal. City get the second half underway. No changes. 45 minutes 13 seconds, City nearly score an outrageous goal. A ball launched long down the right. Haaland flicks it on for De Bruyne, who attempts to connect with the ball dropping over his shoulder. A fresh air swipe. Hey, it happens to the best of them, and full marks for ambition. Goal kick. 47 minutes, that was an early sign that City aren't of a mind to settle for two. Arsenal try to respond through Xhaka, who whips a curling shot in from a tight angle on the left. Ederson claims easily enough. 49 minutes, Silva diddles his way down the right wing and wins a corner off Zinchenko. De Bruyne takes long. There's a minor skirmish with Diaz in the center of it. Diaz can't sort his feet to shoot from the penalty spot, and his attempt to tee up De Bruyne is no good. Arsenal clear their lines. 51 minutes, we've quickly slipped back into the rhythms of the first half. City are in calm control. Arsenal are struggling to get involved in any meaningful sense. This is not meant as a suggestion for an Arsenal substitution, begins Peter O, setting himself up for the zinger. But I believe what we're witnessing here is a changing Odegaard at the top of the table. 53 minutes, once again, Haaland is sent clear down the middle. Once again, the net doesn't bulge. As Ramsdale saves with his feet. Not that it really matters, though, because City come again, and goal. Manchester City 3-0 Arsenal. De Bruyne 54. Haaland snaffles possession in the middle of the park and steams off down the middle. He slips left to De Bruyne, who enters the box down the channel, opens his body and steers a careful side foot into the bottom right. Easy as that. This game is over. The title as well? 55 minutes. The game doesn't start immediately because Ramsdale needs some attention to his shoulder. The fans entertain themselves with the Poznan. We're not really here, they trill. It's party time already. 57 minutes. Jesus, who has been very quiet tonight, tries to burst down the left flank and gets a finger in the eye from Stones for his trouble. A free kick that Odegaard swings into the mixer. There's an awful rumble. Zinchenko shoots. The ball hits the top of Haaland's arm, but it's right by his body, and perhaps on the sleeve as well. Holding then shoots. Deflected over. VAR has a wee check for the penalty shout, but there's nothing doing. The correct decision. 57 minutes. Jesus, who has been very quiet tonight, tries to burst down the left flank and gets a finger in the eye from Stones for his trouble. A free kick that Odegaard swings into the mixer. There's an awful rumble. Zinchenko shoots. The ball hits the top of Haaland's arm, but it's right by his body, and perhaps on the sleeve as well. Holding then shoots. Deflected over. VAR has a wee check for the penalty shout, but there's nothing doing. The correct decision. 60 minutes. Xhaka was trying it on there, the red mist fully descended. Some unnecessary aggression. His manager, perhaps sensing how this story will inevitably pan out, replaces him with Jorginho, and swaps Martinelli for Trossard as well. 62 minutes. City allow Arsenal some possession. But the visitors are completely stunned by the way they've been worked over tonight. They'll surely do well to get out of Dodge tonight without any further damage to their goal difference and their morale. 64 minutes. Haaland wants a goal, that's for sure, and his hustle wins the ball in the midfield. He slips Grealish into space down the left. Grealish rolls across for Gundogan, who leans back and lofts an appalling shot miles wide and high. Breaking news, Manchester City are not perfect. 66 minutes. Gabriel slams an attempted clearance straight at De Bruyne, and is very fortunate the ricochet doesn't give the City midfielder the chance to romp forward yet again. Arsenal's heads are swimming right now. 68 minutes, nothing much doing on the pitch. Arsenal's fans launch into defiant song. 70 minutes, the City supporters counter with some hollering of their own. 72 minutes, both teams make a change. Gundogan is replaced by Mahrez, who is coming off a hat-trick, while Odegaard makes way for Smith Rowe. 74 minutes. White comes flying in on Haaland and is fairly lucky that the big striker is so agile. Haaland evades the challenge. It would have been interesting to see what the referee would have done had contact been made, and now White clips Grealish's ankles. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that an Arsenal player may lose the head here. Xhaka's already come mighty close. 76 minutes, and now Partey and Grealish rut like stags. Grealish with a late shoulder charge, Partey with a shove in the chest, Grealish nearly taking it up a notch by gathering some of Paredes' shirt in his fist. They're broken up, then booked. Arsenal could really do with hearing the full-time whistle and getting back home to regroup. 78 minutes, Grealish and Akanji combine crisply down the left. Arsenal eventually crowd them out and clear. Arsenal counter through Saka, who passes infield only for Rodri to block with his arm. Free kick just to the right of the D. Ederson might be put to work at last. 80 minutes, after some interminable faff, Saka takes aim for the top left corner. Always wide, always high. Then City replaced the two-goal hero De Bruyne with Alvarez. 81 minutes, Arsenal make two changes, swapping out Jesus and Saka for Nelson and Nketiah. As Jesus makes his way around the pitch and back to the bench, he's given a warm round of applause by his former fans. A sweet touch. 83 minutes, Arsenal stroke it around the back sheepishly. City aren't of a mood to press, and it nearly costs them as Nelson steps up the pace down the middle, then lays off to Nketiah on the left. Nketiah flashes a shot come cross through the 6-yard box. Not too far away from the bottom left corner, but Ederson lets it fly out for a goal kick. 85 minutes, a sense now that both teams would happily declare. Goal. Manchester City 3-1 Arsenal holding 86. But not Nelson. He bursts down the right and wins a corner off Akanji. Trossard swings it in. It doesn't beat the first man and is half cleared. But Trossard comes in from the right, dances across the face of the box, and the ball breaks to Holding, who opens his body and slams what is surely a consolation into the top right. 87 minutes, Foden comes on for Grealish. 88 minutes, Rodri is booked for dragging back Trossard. All of a sudden, the City fans are a little bit nervous, as everyone recalls how Arsenal finished their match against Southampton last Friday. 89 minutes, Partey wrestles Haaland to the floor out on the City left. No second yellow, but Michael Oliver has a word or two with the Arsenal midfielder. Those words, be careful. 90 minutes, there will be 5 additional minutes. 90 minutes plus 2, on BT Sport, Lucy Ward names Kevin De Bruyne as her player of the match. 90 minutes plus 4, Nketiah runs at Stones down the left, but there's no way through. Then Mahrez dispossesses Zinchenko on the halfway line. He can't find Haaland, who doesn't look like notching number 49 this evening and decides to literally let his hair down. Off comes the band, and the locks flow. Goal. Manchester City 4-1 Arsenal Haaland 90 plus 5. Haaland notches number 49 this evening. Pulitzer, please. Arsenal fail to deal with a long ball forward. Foden brings it down and lays off to Haaland, who passes the ball into the bottom left corner with that blonde mane trailing behind in the night air. Full time, Manchester City 4-1 Arsenal. The whistle goes. Guardiola and Arteta shake hands in friendly fashion. White fancies starting a brouhaha, though, and things nearly kick off yet again. Haaland is quickly across to act as bodyguard to his teammates. And everyone calms down. City get on with celebrating. Arsenal walk off seething. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.